Another day, another story. St. Patrick's Cathedral, officially known as St. Patrick's Cathedral of the Archdiocese of New York, is a prominent and historic Catholic cathedral located in Manhattan, New York City. Its history dates back to the 19th century, and it is one of the most iconic religious landmarks in the United States. Here is a brief overview of the history of St. Patrick's Cathedral. Welcome to Tabot Eminent Channel. Early 19th century. In the early 1800s, New York City's Catholic population was rapidly growing due to immigration, primarily from Ireland. The need for a grand cathedral to serve the Catholic community became evident. 1841, Bishop John Hughes, later known as Dagger John, for his fiery advocacy, announced plans for the construction of a new cathedral. He purchased land in what was then a rural area of Manhattan, between 50th and 51st Streets, 5th Avenue, and Madison Avenue. 1850, the cornerstone of St. Patrick's Cathedral was laid on August 15, 1858, by Archbishop Hughes. The cathedral was designed by the renowned architect James Renwick Jr. in the Gothic Revival style, which was popular for religious buildings at the time. Civil War delays. Construction of the cathedral was slowed due to the American Civil War. The cathedral's crypt, which contains the remains of early bishops, was completed during this period. 1878. The cathedral was officially dedicated on May 25, 1879, although it was still unfinished. The spires had not been constructed at this point. 1888-1889, the spires, designed by Charles T. Matthews, were added, completing the iconic appearance of the cathedral. The north spire houses a set of 12 bells, and the south spire contains a clock. 20th century, St. Patrick's Cathedral continued to serve as a center of Catholic worship and cultural life in New York City throughout the 20th century. It hosted important religious ceremonies and was a symbol of the city. Restorations. Over the years, the cathedral underwent several restoration projects to maintain its beauty and structural integrity. One of the most significant restorations occurred in the 2010s, which involved cleaning the exterior stone and repairing and restoring various elements of the building. Today, St. Patrick's Cathedral stands as a magnificent example of Gothic Revival architecture and a symbol of Catholicism in America. It remains an active place of worship, as well as a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world. The cathedral's stunning stained glass windows, ornate altars, and the serene atmosphere inside make it a place of both spiritual significance and architectural beauty. Early planning and construction. The idea for a grand Catholic cathedral in New York City was conceived due to the increasing Catholic immigrant population in the early 19th century, primarily from Ireland. In 1850, Archbishop John Hughes purchased a plot of land for the cathedral's construction, choosing a location in what was then a sparsely populated area of Manhattan. The cathedral was designed by James Renwick Jr., a prominent American architect known for his Gothic Revival style. Renwick's design was inspired by the great cathedrals of Europe. Construction of the cathedral began in 1858, with the laying of the cornerstone taking place on August 15 of that year. Challenges and setbacks. 1. The American Civil War in the 1860s slowed down the construction of St. Patrick's Cathedral, as resources and manpower were diverted for the war effort. 1. This delay stretched the construction timeline. Dedication in early years. 1. On May 25, 1879, St. Patrick's Cathedral was officially dedicated by Cardinal John McCloskey, even though the structure was not entirely completed at the time. 1. The cathedral's interior was still unfinished, and it lacked its iconic spires. Completion and architectural features. The north and south spires, designed by Charles T. Matthews, were added between 1888 and 1889. These spires gave the cathedral its distinctive appearance and housed a set of bells and a clock. St. Patrick's Cathedral is built in the Gothic Revival architectural style, characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and elaborate decorative elements. It features intricate stained glass windows, detailed sculptures, and a beautiful rose window above the entrance. The cathedral's interior boasts a stunning high altar, chapels dedicated to various saints, and a crypt containing the remains of early bishops and archbishops of New York. Restorations and preservation. 1. Over the years, St. Patrick's Cathedral underwent several restoration and preservation efforts to maintain its structural integrity and architectural beauty. 1. Notably, a major restoration project took place in the 2010s to clean the exterior stone, repair damaged sections, and improve the cathedral's overall condition. Cultural significance. St. Patrick's Cathedral has played a significant role in New York City's cultural and religious life. It has hosted numerous important religious ceremonies, including masses, ordinations, and funerals of notable figures. The cathedral is also a prominent tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who come to admire its architecture, attend services, and explore its history. Today, St. Patrick's Cathedral continues to stand as a symbol of Catholicism in America and an architectural masterpiece. It serves as a place of worship, cultural significance, and historical preservation, embodying the rich history of both the Catholic Church in New York and the city itself. 1. The Tiffany stained glass. One of the most remarkable features of St. Patrick's Cathedral is its stunning stained glass windows. Among these, the rose window above the Fifth Avenue entrance is particularly famous. It was designed by the renowned Tiffany Studios, known for their exquisite stained glass work. Louis Comfort Tiffany, the creative force behind Tiffany Studios, designed the rose window in the early 20th century. It's an intricate masterpiece of artistry and craftsmanship, depicting various religious scenes and figures. 2. Presidential visits. St. Patrick's Cathedral has been the site of many notable events and visits by dignitaries. Several U.S. presidents have attended mass or special ceremonies at the cathedral. For example, President Franklin D. Roosevelt attended mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral during his time in office. The cathedral has also hosted memorial services for presidents and other prominent figures, such as the Memorial Mass for President John F. Kennedy in 1963. 3. The Crypt. Beneath the main sanctuary of the cathedral lies the crypt, which serves as the final resting place for several prominent individuals. Among those interred in the crypt are Archbishops of New York, including Cardinal Terence Cook and Cardinal John McCloskey, the first American cardinal. The crypt is a place of reverence and historical significance, and visitors can pay their respects to these religious leaders. 4. Fundraising and community support. The construction of St. Patrick's Cathedral was an ambitious and expensive undertaking. To fund the project, the Archdiocese of New York launched various fundraising efforts, including a lottery. The famous writer Washington Irving even purchased a ticket. The cathedral's construction was also supported by donations from both Catholics and non-Catholics, reflecting its importance as a symbol of religious freedom and cultural diversity in New York City. 5. Restoration and modernization. In addition to restoration efforts, St. Patrick's Cathedral underwent modernization to meet the needs of the 21st century. It introduced a geothermal heating and cooling system, making it more energy efficient and environmentally friendly. The cathedral also implemented multimedia systems, including large screens, to enhance the worship experience and accommodate the use of technology in religious services. St. Patrick's Cathedral, with its rich history, architectural splendor, and cultural significance, continues to be a cherished and vibrant institution in New York City. Its stories, both historical and contemporary, reflect its enduring role as a spiritual center, a symbol of New York's diversity, and a testament to the enduring legacy of faith and artistry. 6. The Irish immigrant connection. St. Patrick's Cathedral has deep ties to Irish immigration in the United States. During the mid-19th century, waves of Irish immigrants arrived in New York City, fleeing the Great Famine in Ireland. Many of these immigrants played a vital role in the cathedral's construction. The cathedral became a source of pride and identity for the Irish community in New York. It was seen as a symbol of their faith and a testament to their contributions to the city's growth. 7. The Restoration Campaign. The major restoration of St. Patrick's Cathedral, which began in 2012 and was completed in 2015, was a massive undertaking. It aimed not only to restore the building but also to preserve its historical and artistic significance. During the restoration, an astonishing discovery was made. A time capsule dating back to 1912 was found within the cornerstone of the cathedral. Inside, there were newspapers, coins, and other artifacts from the early 20th century. This capsule was carefully preserved, providing a glimpse into the past. 8. Music and cultural events. St. Patrick's Cathedral has a rich musical tradition. The cathedral's choir is renowned for its performances of sacred music, and it has released several albums over the years. The cathedral hosts a variety of cultural events, including concerts, art exhibitions, and lectures. These events help bridge the gap between spirituality and the arts, making the cathedral an integral part of New York City's cultural scene. 9. Preservation during 9/11. St. Patrick's Cathedral stood only a few blocks away from the World Trade Center during the tragic events of September 11, 2001. As the towers collapsed, the cathedral's stained glass windows and delicate stone tracery were at risk. Thankfully, the cathedral sustained minimal damage during the attacks, primarily due to its robust Gothic architecture. While some windows suffered minor damage, they were later restored as part of the ongoing preservation efforts. 10. The Christmas Midnight Mass tradition. St. Patrick's Cathedral's Midnight Mass on Christmas Eve is a beloved New York City tradition. It draws visitors and worshippers from around the world who gather to celebrate the birth of Christ in the grandeur of the cathedral. The event often features renowned choirs, musicians, and the lighting of the Christmas tree on the cathedral steps. It is a cherished moment of peace and reflection amid the bustling city. St. Patrick's Cathedral stories encompass a rich tapestry of history, culture, and spirituality. Its enduring presence in New York City and its ability to adapt to the changing times while preserving its heritage make it a remarkable and timeless institution. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.